out of Saigon Sports Club, holding an MMA record of 6 wins and 0 losses. Representing Vietnam, NamChou Van Nam Pham! And introducing the opponent, fighting out of the red corner, training out of DK Gym, holding an MMA record of 8 wins and 1 loss. Representing South Korea, The Flash, Lee Sung-choo!
All right, center. Okay, we both understand the rules. Let's keep this clean, keep it active. Obey my instructions at all times. Touch glove if you want. Back to your corners.
Referee Mohammed Sulaiman getting us going. Established fighters and young up-and-comers who want to earn a shot at the highest levels. The flagship one gets started here on One Friday Fights. 2 strawweights collide as Lee meets Van, as immediately gets in there for the takedown for Van. Beautiful double leg, ducking right under the punches of Lee. Let's see if he can complete this, trying to reap out that leg. Good job by Lee to work his way back up to his feet, though. Digs that underhook on that left side.
Yeah, Van right in on that takedown, but Lee demonstrating some great defensive wrestling here, getting back to his feet, looking for the underhook. Possibly, yeah, but it's a re-rolled there. Van in the guard now of Lee.
Van Nam Pham, very accomplished as a wrestler. Good job by Lee to work his way back up to the ropes and use him to get back up to his feet. NamChou, the Buffalo here, really applying a lot of pressure. Van Nam Pham is in the green. Lee Sung-choo is in the black shorts, pressing hard. 50-50 pummel position, but Van's got his hands locked, so it's going to give him a little bit better control there in the corner. Picks him up. Good job by Van to complete the takedown. And now he's applying a lot of pressure to Lee. Let's see if what he wants to do with it.
Yeah, Van looking very strong in that body lock position, Mitch. But Lee doing a great job of getting back to his feet, getting this fight back to the position where he might want to be. He said he's happy to do some grappling, to wrestle, to tire his opponent out, but that he likes to let his hands go.
Van's kind of using that gable grip to maintain control and really just showcasing the strength, Brian. Out-muscling Lee in a lot of these clinch positions. Good job by Lee to separate the hands and use that underhook to redirect the position and apply that pressure inside this corner. Van trying to hand fight a little bit, create separation. He's got an overhook with his left side and he's controlling the wrist. Lee is able to release that. Good knee, short knee from Lee right there as they exchange and trade knees in the corner.
Yeah, Lee's showing better position here, a little bit lower, using his head to create leverage. Van doing a good job of fighting off the hand there, not letting Lee get the body lock. Oh, and a big elbow there.
Oh, big shot coming in. Van forced to wrestle again. Good sprawl from Lee. But Van is so aggressive when it comes to that takedown. He's gonna just stay glued to Lee here. It's up to Lee to create that separation and to find space because he's got power in those hands, as he just showed us right there. Checking the chin of Van. Nice short knees. Knees to the head of a grounded opponent are legal, so if Van drops down to a knee, it's perfectly legal. Good shot again with the elbow, forcing Van to take another shot. Lee reaping out the leg, using a nice little redirection right there. Full mount now for Lee Sung-choo.
Mitch, I think he hurt Van with those knees and that follow-up elbow. Van may still be a bit unaware of what's going on. He's been shrimping out, but he was hurt by those shots.
That was a nice escape right there from Mount, though. Beautiful little hip escape. Now he's looking for a leg lock. Good job from Lee to see that coming. Jumps on the neck. Forces him to his back. Driving forward is Lee Sung-choo. Sits into mount. Knees to the head of a grounded opponent are legal. Van trying to get one knee in, trying to create a little bit of scrambling. With the knee shield, chases the leg, pulls in the single leg. Under 1 minute to go in this first round. Nice short elbow landed by Lee Sung-chul and followed it up with a back fist. Creative striker, Brian. I mean, you like that.
He's very creative, and you know what you can tell when two guys are really good and when it's a great matchup, when you see this many transitions, so much back and forth. Each guy has an answer for the other guy's attacks. It flows into the next defense. They can play from the ground, from the clinch, standing on their feet, just great transitions and weapon selection. A lot of ability and arsenal on display from both of these guys.
Important for Van Nam Pham to stay very tight. He does not want to give Lee Sung-chul any space because of shots like that. Nice little left hand from Van, though. As they trade inside the clinch, Van looking for the Thai plum. And separation caused by referee Mohammed Sulaiman. Very entertaining first 5 minutes. Fights are judged in their entirety, ladies and gentlemen, not round by round. So think of it like one big 15-minute round, Brian. But talk us through those first 5 minutes.
Both of these guys having to give it their best. No doubt fatigued after all the clinching and strikes. Here were those knees and the follow-up elbow from Lee. Very effective as he got on top, fed another hand through. Van Nam Pham, though, the whole time trying to fight back, shrimping out. That elbow over the top, though, from Lee, an outstanding strike. Did really good damage with those knees and elbows in that round. Very exciting, Mitch.
Yeah, Van was looking a little bit worse for wear as he wobbles back to the center of the ring. That first 5 minutes could have took something out of the gas tank there of Van Nam Pham. Let's see how he answers this second round, because Lee Sung-chul is looking light on his feet and ready to let go with that right hand.
Yeah, both the guys were tired at the end of the first round. How could you not be? But the question is, yeah, who's fresher now? Who recovered more?
It's like Lee landed with the right hand, but a beautiful recovery from Van to end up on top into side control. Lee's gonna try to turn onto his shoulder right there. Does a good job of reversing the position, putting Van now on his backside. Good use of the ankle pick right there to prevent Van from working his way back up. But Van with the elevator hook inside the leg there of Lee, as Van has attempted a Kimura possibly. Yeah, looks like he's got that Kimura sweep. Beautiful job. Doesn't look like he's in that great of a position, but he's using it to really control the body of Lee Sung-chul with that Kimura. Look at it floating around like that. Just beautiful use of the Kimura to control the position of Lee. Now he's in a better position to finish. Now he can take that arm. Now he's looking for a possible arm bar as Lee floats over the top, escapes danger momentarily, might look to take the back knee. Beautiful use of the knee to the head of a grounded opponent right there as he starts lighting up Van Nam Pham.
Van was already hurt in the first round by those strikes, and he's no doubt buzzed. Again, Lee on in the top position here. Just, it's the pace of Lee, Mitch, the transitions, the grind, really fatiguing Van. And then when he sees an opportunity, be creative with his strikes, whether it be the knees or the elbows or the knees on the head of a grounded opponent, which, like you said, are legal.
Brian, that was a beautiful back take from Lee Sung-chul to end up in this body triangle. Flat now, Van Nam Pham, and goes to work on him. Van is gonna have to dig deep. The rear naked choke. It's a little bit more on the chin, so it's more of a face crank. Van reaches up, peels one hand off. He's got control of the hand, forcing Lee to readjust. He's still got that body triangle. Let's see if he can reach for the finish. Oh, he's gonna flatten him out again. Good job by Van to roll through it, saving himself momentarily, but there's a lot of time left on that clock, Brian.
Yeah, Van's such a good grappler, even if he is hurt, able to defend. Lee locked up with the body triangle here. He can throw pot shots all night long. Those
now he's under the chin, though, Brian. He's under the chin.
Yes,
he can stick it in. Van's got to reach up, fight the hand. He peels one hand off. Lee needs to go palm to palm. Good job by Van, digging deep into his defensive strategy. And he's just getting eaten up on the bottom. Lee could end it here. like you like to say, Brian, rein in the pain as Lee Sung-chul is looking to take the O from the undefeated Van Nam Pham. Can he end it? Inside the second round, going to town with the elbows. And he does. Gets the knockout, takes the O. That's a huge win for Lee Sung-chul.
Wow, that was grit, determination, and an amazing gas tank. Lee Sung-chul put on a furious pace that whole fight. 8 minutes? He was pushing, transitioning, flowing into strikes, escaping submissions, moving into new positions. Just a really great display of mixed martial arts by both of these guys. Van Nam Pham game the whole time, constantly defending, especially while he was hurt. Here, threatening with the Kimura, flowing from different position to another position. But Lee Sung-chul, just incredible conditioning and fortitude. Dropping the elbows on the top here, forcing his opponent to belly out, cover his head. The referee had seen enough. Really, it was these knees on the head of a grounded opponent, the creative striking on the ground from Lee Sung-chul that changed the flow of this fight. Knees and elbows, creative strikes at close range that were so effective. What a match. Let's toss it off to Nara for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the second round, your referee has called a stop to this contest. Your winner, by way of technical knockout, Lee Sung-chul!
Lee Sung-chul.